Yo, welcome back to another episode of Chasing HTX Podcast. I'm your host, Infphy, and today, someone wanted to redo his podcast.
Bro, this setup is official as fuck right now. We had to redo it with the new setup, bro.
Yeah, I know, you were like, I need to redo mine. I was like, what? Yeah, so today we have in the office Brandon Brown, Bzillions.
Man, you put my government out there.
You know what I'm saying? I had to be the first one to do it. I did Dom's full name.
For
He's
real?
like, I never had someone just...
How'd you find my last name?
Bro, I do my research,
Okay,
bro.
all right.
No, man, I think this is cool because when I learn more about people during podcasts, I realize because I actually take my
Do
time
some
to
research.
research.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh snap, I didn't know about that he did this.
Yeah.
The people who are successful are usually quiet of their success. So like when you do your research on them, you're like, well, I didn't know you actually did this. You're like, yeah, man, I'm just you know. I don't know if it's like humbleness or just hey, let
Put
me
it in
just,
your face.
Yeah, put it in your face.
Yeah.
It's just, So today in the building, guys, we got Brandon Brown, Bzillions. You can look him up on Instagram at Bzillions with an S at the very end.
Yeah. You forgot the S last time.
I know I did, so
it's all
I'm
good.
sorry. I apologize.
All good.
And then now you told me that you have your website up, right?
Yeah. I put it. It was crazy because we did our podcast and you were asking me about it, and I told you I wasn't using it, but a client wanted to see a client wanted to see it basically, a big client. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna put it back up. So I don't know if it'll stay up, but it's up.
I think your website is dope, bro. I actually checked
Appreciate
it
it.
out, bro. When I went under, I don't know. I think it fits your style, bro.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you. Also, it's not that I don't like it. It's just I don't know if it's worth it. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's worth it.
You
bro.
think so?
Yeah.
You get a lot of traffic on your website?
To be honest, bro, I don't get a lot of traffic on my website.
Does anyone these days?
Only corporates.
That's what I'm saying.
So that's the reason why I have it up, is because of corporates.
Well, yeah, that's why I put mine back up too.
Because I'm like, people like, on the streets or, locals, they don't look at my website.
Right,
They
right.
just check my Instagram.
Right.
But, no, yeah, like, people, I don't know, I've gotten, like, the biggest gigs through my website.
For real?
Which, to me, that's why I keep my website up.
Yeah.
Because everyone just...
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's nothing bad about
it
it.
doesn't hurt you, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
It doesn't hurt you.
I feel like if I'm gonna do it, I need to do it right though, and like get like SEO managers and you know what I'm saying, like all that type of shit. Like I don't want to just have it just to have it. You know what I mean? Not unless it's like actually, because I mean, it shit costs money. You know what I mean?
I mean, how much you paying a month? You're with Squarespace, right?
Yeah. I don't even remember, to be honest. I'm probably the same as you.
I pay the yearly thing.
No, I think I'm doing well now. It's on monthly because, like I said, I had it off. But I put it back up last month. But we'll see. I'm gonna leave it up for this month and see how I feel about it. I started messing with it, last week or whatever. We'll see how it goes.
No, cause I did the yearly because I hate paying every month. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
I just
save
did
some
like
bread.
the yearly, save some bread. I don't have to worry about my
Yeah.
website. So, and it's just one time, so I can come up with the money.
Yeah,
within
no,
that
I'm
whole
not.
entire year.
I just don't like wasting money. You know what I mean? I don't care how much money it is. So, well, we'll see. I might leave it up.
You've been delivering beautiful images with the cinematic tones and color, allowing your work to speak for itself and stand apart from other photographers and industrial. How's that going for you, bro?
Bro, this is super professional. like everything about this is like hella professional. I like that. I like that delivery. But I appreciate that though. Thank you, bro. What was the question? I'm sorry, I got lost in how dope that was. Go ahead again. My bad.
No, you're good. Like, how is that going for you?
It's going well. It's going well, bro. I can't complain. It's paying the bills. That's most important.
Getting that bread.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like jobs and shit goes, it's going well. As far as like having fun with it, I'm not really having fun with it right now. But
why not?
Like I told you last time, this is kind of weird, I guess, because we've talked about this kind of a little bit. But I'm just not feeling my style right now. Basically, I feel like styles change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like what I don't want to say people like, but even what I like kind of evolves over a year or 2 years or whatever. And I don't know if like my style is outdated or if I've just gotten used to it because I see it all the time. Or what. I'm just trying to figure out if I still like that style or if I can find another style that I like more.
You think this is just you?
I don't know.
Because I don't think as a person from, I'm not you, so
Right.
I'm looking at your work and I'm
Right.
like, yo, this guy has a different style. which you stand out at from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no denying that. Anyone that looks at your work, you're like, yo, this is dope. Fun fact, I was hanging out with my friends, and it was funny. I showed them your work, your Instagram page, and they're like, yo, tell me which camera he's shooting with this. I was getting Sony, Canon, Sony. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. So I was laughing. I was like, so what if I tell you like he shoots with a Nikon?
Yeah.
Everyone was just like, what? Like what? Like dude, they were like pretty mind blown by it.
For real?
Yeah. Because right now,
Why is that?
I mean, nobody likes Nikon, bro.
Why don't people like Nikon? I see Nikon get a lot of hate, but I don't know where it's coming from.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
People talk trash about Nikon. I just think it's funny. You know,
I think it's funny too.
I just go with it.
Yeah.
So they were like mind blown. I was like, damn, that's crazy. And like, they were like, that's crazy that he can make an image look like a Sony image, look like a Canon image, and it's coming from a Nikon. So from them, they were pretty mind blown by it. They were like, this is mind blowing because this is when it comes to like the technical aspect of like, he's not like, we don't know what kind of cameras he's using. We don't know how like dude, he's shooting with Nikon and he's gaining some high definition images that, you know, usually Sony or Canon will produce now, in a sense, you know.
Right.
So I was just like, yeah, man, this is pretty crazy. He's like, he's really good at what he does, and y'all should follow him. And they're like, dude, yeah, like it's pretty sick.
I appreciate that, bro. Well, maybe my feed can serve as like a Nikon advertisement.
You should, bro. What if you get sponsored by Nikon and make them like look cool, bro?
That would be dope. Apparently, there's a lot of Nikon hate out there, so maybe I should become an ambassador or something.
You know what I'm saying? Be the opposite, be the misfit.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I went with Nikon, to be honest.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because when I first started, I don't think Sony was around back then.
I don't know. Yeah.
I just remember everybody had Canon, and I was like, I wanted to have like I wanted my shit to look different, obviously, and stand out. So I just felt like off top, the first way to do that was by using a different system than everyone else was using.
Gotcha. And was it because it was cheap, or
it wasn't cheap? It was the same price as like I'm not familiar with Canon cameras, but it was like 5D whatever, some shit. I don't know. So it was like priced the same basically.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it wasn't like it was less money or anything.
And you really didn't have like no you didn't do no study. You were just like, I just want Icon.
No, I did study.
Oh,
like
okay.
I made sure that like I wasn't getting like a trash camera. Once I found the one I liked, I don't know, whatever website it was where you can like compare cameras and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it actually said that the Nikon was the better option. But at that time, I'm not really that educated on cameras. Same. To be honest. Like mainly because I've been using the same camera this whole time, so I've never had a reason to. But I don't remember what the technical aspects of it was. But
I mean, the Houston Rockets, when they take their photos, they take it with a Nikon.
I don't know if you
knew that. Yeah,
it seems like a lot of sports.
I think because of the speed.
Yeah,
I'm saying because one of my boys works there, and I was like, yo, can you show me like the ins and outs of this? Like, right. I'm really curious how the photos come alive. Like, I hardly see photographers on the field, so like, how do you get these images? And they're like, yeah, man, we have like 2 Nikons. They're stuck on the board, and you can't see them because they're with the foam. So that's why you don't know that and it's censored. So anytime they sense like some pressure or sensation, it's automatically starts taking photos.
That's dope.
So I'm like, yo, that's pretty cool. And the fact that they have a wire, and like within like less than a second, it's already like on their computer, and the computer's already on the internet.
That's dope. Because I've always wondered, because I'll be watching a game, and then you'll go to their social. And there's
right
like
away, right?
Yeah, exactly. There's like it's like edited already and everything. I'm like, damn, how did they do that so fast?
Because I'm trying to do that because I think that would be cool, like for either any client work, you know, shoot, deliver right away. You don't have to worry about like.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
That would be sick, you know. But I'm like, how do you do it? And then I was like, bro, that's a lot of work from wherever y'all do.
Right.
Pretty sure that costs a lot of money.
Hell
I'm not too sure, but
yeah,
dude, that's crazy.
I have a question, man. How did it feel to get featured on Hypebeast, bro? That mug is. When I saw that, I was like, whoa.
It was pretty dope, bro. I'm trying to remember like how long.
It was that car.
No, I remember like what it was. I'm just trying to figure out like how long ago it was. It's like a long while ago, but
it's on your tags.
Huh? Yeah, it's the only tag. It's the only thing I have tagged on my page. Like
I've noticed that. Do you hide your tags or what?
No, I don't hide them. It's just sometimes people want to post pictures that I don't necessarily like. You know what I mean? So, stuff like that, or like paid work. I don't really want that stuff popping up on my tags.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Do you have that thing, you have to verify to see if you want it to be tagged on yours or not?
Yeah, I think I have it turned. No, I think I have it turned off at this point. I don't ever get any like notifications or anything of people tagging me. It just won't show up. I think I actually went to Hypebeast page to make sure that one still stayed up.
Hey, bro, that's pretty cool, bro. So did you knew that that was gonna be on Hypebeast, or this was just like you just tagged them and it just came on
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. I just tagged them. I was looking for because back then I don't know if people still do. I still do it a little bit, but you would post a photo and tag everybody you could think of, hoping you
yeah,
would get a repost or something.
like
Uh,
10 or 20 tags.
yeah, 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 exactly. And I was just thinking of all the people who would appreciate that type of content and actually do it. You don't do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he told me to tag Hypebeast because I totally forgot about him. I was when I was trying to think of people to tag, so he told me don't forget about Hypebeast. Sure enough, like an hour after that, they reposted it, so that was pretty dope.
I think that's one of the hardest space to get featured on.
Think so?
I think so. I mean, it's like a hype beast,
Yeah,
especially now. Like,
yeah,
like the fact that your photo's there, I think that's pretty like I don't know. I find that as like bragging rights in a sense.
yeah.
Like,
I'm not mad at it. An article or something would have been dope, but I'll take a repost.
no, I agree with you, bro. I think they
Yeah.
should have done an article on that, bro. Like that photo is fire, bro.
Oh, let's look it up,
Let's
bro.
look at it.
Bro, hold up. 67.7K of likes.
Is that a lot?
I mean, is it a lot?
I don't know.
That's on the thousands, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
Like,
it,
I don't
bro.
know how you do it, bro. I really don't know how to do it. Like, your tones are like, I really am a huge fan of your tones. And I know I
Appreciate
tell you that on the daily. I'm like, bro, I don't know how you do it. Your tones are insane. But how do you get
it.
it?
Hey, I'm a fan of yours as well, man.
Bro, I'm trying, man. You know what I'm
Nah, you're doing it, bro. Your stuff is clean.
saying? Man, I appreciate it, Dad. Appreciate it. How do you get your tones like from as a model to a car or street? Like it's the same thing, and I'm just really trying to comprehend that. Like, how do you do that?
Man, so back when I first started, I would use Visco.
Oh, okay,
And
okay, yeah, I heard of that.
yeah, there was a preset on there like Kodak Gold plus plus
Ooh.
plus or something like that. Yeah, I mean it's real ugly. If you just use that preset by itself, it's pretty ugly. But that was like kind of like my starting point. So I would use that and just kind of rework the tone curve on it. And then, I mean, that's pretty much it, man. That was like my base, basically. That was like my egg before I scrambled it or whatever. But now I don't, now my style has kind of changed from that. I don't really use that. My tones aren't so deep anymore, even though I kind of
Hmm.
want to go back to that because that's why I don't post so much right now because I'm kind of trying to find my style again or, find a new style more so.
How do you pick your models?
How do I pick my models? That's a good question. Um, hmm. I mean, I try to look for people with unique looks or people who look like they can model or look like they know what they're doing. You don't want to get to a shoot and feel like you wasted your time. Which happens all the time, unfortunately. Yeah, but sometimes that's my fault too. How do you decide? Do you edit the same now still?
Nah, I think I develop a different style. I always wanted to learn how to make an image look the way it looks in real life. I don't know,
Okay.
like I see like, bro, that looks really beautiful. The skyline looks amazing. The colors look amazing. Like I've been, and I still think I struggle. I want to make that image look as real as the way I'm seeing it with my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that's hard. At least to me, I'm still learning. And then when I see like you, Damien, Chris, I don't know, like it's so simple colors in a sense. It's not oversaturated. It's not grainy. It's just, to me, I think it's just looks perfect. I'm like, how? Like, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how you do it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's one thing I'm trying to learn. I think that's why my style has kind of been developing in a sense.
Yeah.
Just getting into more of that. Maybe because I just want to learn.
Yeah.
I want to look back at my before to be like, damn, I went to that stage of me trying to perfect, figure it
Yeah.
out. And I think that's what I realized now is like, at first I deleted all my photos from my Instagram. I'm like, why did I just do that?
Right.
And then I'm like, I should have just kept that as when people can just check my work and be like, dude, he
See the
started
progress.
see the progress. Like he went from here to this. And there's some people who do delete it. Like
Right.
every single time they're like, oh, I'm in a new wave, delete. I'm in a
Right.
new wave, delete. And then I hear like when they're being podcast, they're like, yeah, I regret doing that because now I can't even like look
See
at my work.
You can archive it.
Well, they say they deleted it.
Okay.
So I've been archiving.
Right.
After I learned that about archiving, I've been archiving my photos. So how do you get comfortable with a model for them to get like, undressed?
I think you gotta. Well, it starts by picking a model that's already comfortable doing that. You know what I mean? You don't want to get a model who's never done that or isn't comfortable doing it and try to like finesse her into doing it. You know what I mean? So you got to have that conversation before you even get to the shoot. You know what I mean?
How do you have those conversations? I mean, I'm not seeing myself doing that, but
Right.
like how does that go by? Just have like that comfort, you know what I'm saying? Not for it to be awkward.
Well, typically what I'll do if because I'm working on like a boudoir project right now, so it's gonna be like more of that type of stuff that you're asking about. But like you saw last time, I have like a folder with all my inspo and stuff like that. So once we started talking, I'll just kind of tell them the direction that I'm wanting to go in. I'll say, hey, I'm starting a boudoir page, or I'm looking for a boudoir. My bad. I'm looking for a boudoir content, and then I'll send them the folder over with all my inspo and stuff, just so they can get an idea of, what I'm trying to do.
So I think that's really good, smart idea, because I was thinking you have to do boudoir in order for you to have a portfolio, so you can send that portfolio to other females, who do it like, hey, this is my work, this is what I'm trying to do. But in your case,
you're saying you have to have boudoir content so you can show people that you do boudoir content.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
And that's true, honestly, because a lot of girls they're gonna check your feed to see if you can do that type of stuff. But that's the hard part of like, how do you start?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you need the it's like having 5 years of job experience or something like that, or whatever. But in those cases, I would suggest either finding a friend who's doing boudoir, see if you could tag along on the shoot with him, or find a model to pay, something like that.
Because, I mean, I've heard there's a lot of like creepers photographers out there,
Yeah,
you
for
know what I'm
sure.
saying? So a lot of girls get really like insecure or scared. Like
Yeah.
they do boudoir, but they're like,
Right.
no, I can't do it with this guy because
Right.
he's a creep.
Right.
So have you had any of those incidents like that? Well, thank God, man.
Yeah, I mean, I've had situations where I've asked a girl, I've told her what I wanted to do, and she didn't want to do it, so it was what it was. I'm not tripping on it. Not everybody's comfortable shooting naked.
So is it easier for a female model who is comfortable with that to photograph it, right?
Yeah, it's much easier. I don't even want to shoot someone who's like on the fence about it, just because I don't feel like the photos are gonna come out well. You know what I mean? I feel like when someone's uncomfortable on a shoot, like you can kind of sense that.
So after you have developed those styles, the girls tell other girls like, "Hey, he's a cool guy," or how did that go by?
I'm not exactly sure, but I have heard that where they'll say, "Hey, yeah, you shot with whoever," and she said you were cool. So I'm sure girls talk. You know what I mean?
So I think that's cool when a girl has their own ideas. They find the perfect photographer to execute that.
Yeah, that's the best, because it takes all the work off. All I gotta do is show up and shoot. You know what I mean? As long as the concept is dope.
So what is your genre of work that we don't see on Instagram?
I mean, so the stuff I post on Instagram is more so just like IG.
You're fun, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm not. I don't post paid stuff on Instagram because I don't feel like most people want to see that stuff.
Facts.
Yeah,
Like when people found out that I do real estate, people were mind blown.
yeah. Of course. I mean, and honestly, I've seen some photographers post their real estate on Instagram. So, but yeah, you just kind of want to keep everything uniform on your Instagram. I don't want to hit this, post like some random like brand work stuff I've done when there's like 100 portraits on my page.
Damn. You do a lot of corporates or just family stuff?
I do some corporates. Yeah, I have this marketing company that I'm plugged in with that sends me a lot of work.
Nice.
I do some family stuff here and there. I do some family stuff, yeah, and a lot of brand work as well.
Nice. What you prefer better?
I really like the brand stuff, man. Not like
Really?
yeah, it's pretty fun because when people like just send me some whether it be like jewelry or T-shirts or
Oh
sunglasses
wow.
or whatever, you know what I mean? And just they just send it to me and let me do my thing. I feel like I get pretty creative with it, so I
Wow.
really like doing that stuff a lot.
Do you have like that white box that you put the stuff in it
No,
or
no,
no?
man.
No.
I usually like go outside and try to find like a cool like backdrop or setting. You know what I'm saying? Some texture somewhere, and you go that route.
Damn. Tell me more about that actually.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much all it is. You know what I'm saying? Just taking what we do on Instagram, taking that street photography style and applying it to a business. You know what I mean? Or to a product. That's how I look at it as far as as my style of brand work. Anyways, it probably feels weird talking about it because I know a lot of people haven't seen it, or maybe you have because I mean these companies post it on Instagram and they tag me. But again, I have all my tags off, so I don't see it. But that's just kind of what I try to do with it. I just kind of try to take different products and put them in that street photography world. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Have you ever come across clients where they want you to take the photos, but they want this other photographer style?
No, no, that's never happened. I'll have people send me like reference photos as far as like the setting and the situation or something
Okay.
like that, but never like uh, we want it to look exactly like this. I've had people send me stuff that I like when we were trying to do the podcast yesterday. That thing I was working on. It's this clothing line I work with. There's this like I don't know if you've ever heard of this thing called like Hyper 3D or something like that. Have you ever heard of that?
I can't recall.
It's like a GIF. It's basically like I don't know, like a GIF or like a short little. It's basically like a long GIF, and
Oh.
he found it on this other guy's Instagram from like Tokyo or something like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, bro. So I had to get on. I had zero idea how to do it. I had to get on YouTube and figure out how to do it. Luckily, there was a bunch of content on YouTube that shows you how to do it. But I was probably up until like 3 in the morning messing with that stuff, bro.
Damn. Yeah, because I mean, we were. I think we have tried to do this podcast for 2 days.
Yeah,
Uh, even today, we still had like technical
yeah,
difficulties.
yeah. My bad on yesterday, bro. I didn't realize how long I was gonna be working.
Nah, man, you're good. I mean, it happens for a reason, you know.
Yeah,
I'm glad we didn't do it yesterday because then we would have been like rushed,
yeah, for sure.
and it wouldn't been like mutual and genuine. And then on Monday, is it Wednesday?
Wednesday, yeah, yeah.
Wednesday. I actually thought you said Wednesday. I can do it
Oh
Wednesday,
yeah.
so that's why I'm like, oh, cool. Legit blocked all my plans, and I was just like, Wednesday, I'm gonna have a podcast. So I was like,
Shit, my bad, bro. I should have been more clear, dog.
no, you're good. Luckily, this happens like later on at night,
Yeah,
except like today. But yeah, I was just like block plans, and then yesterday block plans, and I was like, yeah. I mean, but it was good because I got to like relax
yeah,
because I've been like working too hard, man. This real estate really got to me like going like house at a house, so I haven't really like stopped.
yeah. That real estate market is booming, huh?
It is booming, bro.
Yeah.
I think they're overworking me now, bro. Like, I think I'm trying to find a different like route I'm playing.
Well,
I like the
get
money.
your money while the market is hot, bro.
No, I like the community there, and of course I like the money,
Yeah,
and I like the way that how they treat me.
that's
I think that's one big key factor is how they treat photographers.
that's what's up. You should start your own shit, bro. Start your own little real estate. I mean, not little. My bad. I don't mean to sound kind of.
No, no, you're good. No, no,
Yeah,
yeah. Well, to be honest, I'm scared, bro. Like, I'm scared to do my own thing because I think what kind of like tipped it off and like cherry on top was the pandemic.
okay, that makes sense.
I'm like, I'm glad I didn't start it on my own. Because then I would have been like screwed.
I mean,
Because I
you
mean,
might have been screwed for a little bit, but now look at the market. You know what I mean? Now it's booming. There's probably a lot of opportunities out there.
correct. No, yeah. I just don't know how I would have survived one full year. Because I
Absolutely.
mean, it's becoming like independent, like me and you. We don't have like I don't. Well, at least I know I don't have those kind of benefits I will have as a job.
Yeah,
Like a 9 to 5 job. So I have to like legit work, and then that's how I get paid.
absolutely.
So I do miss the jobs like, oh, I'm gonna get paid Friday or I'm gonna get paid,
Right.
like every 2 weeks. But then I actually do like this what I'm doing because you have more freedom, but also I feel like you work more now. Like it's not like a 9 to 5 now. You have like, oh, I have to be there at 8 o'clock at night, or I have to be there at 5 in the morning,
Yeah.
or like. So it just varies, and I think that's what kills me now.
Hey, I mean, hey, you're getting money, man. That's all that matters.
Facts, bro. Facts. You know, we gotta pay them bills.
Exactly.
Yo, so what is one thing you wish you would have known before you began your career, bro?
Oof. I don't know, man. That's a hard question. Just because when I never intended to have a career in this. You know what I mean?
For real?
Nah, man. Like I said, I bought a camera just for fun, and then that turned into shooting models for fun. You know what I mean? And then that turned into people wanting to pay me for my work, and it just kind of slowly turned into a way to make money. It was never my intention. It just happened. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. So it's hard to say what would I have done differently, because I don't know that there's anything I would have done differently.
Wow. So you haven't been through any like struggles and you're like, man, I learned my lesson. So now next time
Um,
I'm gonna like
I
do
mean, as
better.
far as like large scale struggles, no. As far as like learning how to run your photography as a business, for sure, there's been struggles, or not. I wouldn't even say struggles, but just like a learning process. Or
Oh, tell me more about that actually.
so like when I first started, I would never require a deposit. You know what I mean? And that was
Hmm.
fine for a long. That was fine for a long time. I never had any issues. But then one day, I had to
That
shoot.
one client.
Yeah, exactly. It was that one client I had to shoot, and it was like a 2-3 hour shoot. So we're talking about a lot of money that I've blocked out this amount of time to shoot with her, and I get there, and for whatever reason, I don't know, she's not feeling the setting, she's not feeling the vibe. So we shoot, yeah, we
Ooh.
probably shoot for like 30 minutes. I show her some images, she's not feeling it, and decides to cancel. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
Oh.
I'm like, I didn't make a big deal about it. I'm not tripping. I wasn't about to argue with her or about the fact
Yeah.
like that all this amount of time. But it was a learning lesson. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't do clients anymore, bro. Like and when I started, I didn't take direct deposit, right? And then I did have that instant like you did.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I think for me, what happened, I just stopped taking clients after that. Like I just stopped. I just stopped. Like, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't work
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this.
I
So
mean, yeah. Well, you got another source of income. You know what I mean? So you don't
I
have,
think that's why I went with the corporate.
you don't
Like, hey,
you don't
let's
have to worry about it.
contracts. And
Yeah,
I think that kind of I feel more safer like that
yeah,
instead of like waiting on a client.
yeah. If you're shooting clients, I would definitely recommend taking that deposit up front. You know what I mean? Just in case they cancel or they're on some wild shit. At least you got paid.
What percentage will you take as a
I
deposit?
do half, man. 50,
Oh
yeah,
wow.
50% up front, and then 50 the day we shoot.
Oh, okay. Because I know there's some photographers that'd be like 50% up front and then 50% when I return your photos.
Nah,
And
nah,
and I'm like, what?
yeah, because anything could happen. There's no point in returning photos. They don't have any reason to send you the money back at that point.
Yeah. It's like-
Yeah, you never know, man. So just get your money up front. At least that's how I operate now.
You do contracts?
Nah, I don't. I haven't done any contracts, man.
Or not even contract with models or clients?
Nah, like I said, I get paid up front, so there hasn't really been a reason for me to do it. If someone wanted to, if they wanted to do it, I'd be open to it. But now I get my money up front, so I don't. There's no reason for me to worry about that.
Have you had clients trying to convince you about changing your price?
I mean, yeah, of course, all the time. You'll get people um, who try to negotiate or whatever. And when I first started, I would do that, or I offered people like really low rates and stuff like that. But now, this far into it, that's not something that I do.
Do you remember how many months it took you or years for you to start actually making money as a photographer?
It didn't take long, to be honest.
Wow.
Once I started shooting models, it happened pretty rapidly, and that's kind of why I primarily post portraits on my stuff now. Because I mean, the street photography stuff is fun, and I love it, and I enjoy it. But no, rarely do you get paid for that type of stuff. You know what I mean?
I think now you get paid now.
How
But
how are people getting paid for it?
well now for I can just speak for myself,
Yeah.
I get paid through now through like hotels
Okay.
and
Yeah.
market
Okay. Yeah, I've had some of those as well. So yeah, that's a good point. But
and then also I get paid through selling my skylines to what's it called, licensing my photos so
yeah,
that other companies can use it for like their websites and stuff.
yeah.
I forgot stock images. There we go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That could work. That's definitely a source of revenue. But I think something more like consistent and higher paying, I feel like portraits is the way to go, at least for me anyway.
So, as a beginner photographer, do you recommend them to start charging right away, or what's up?
I think it depends on your work. You know what I mean? If you have the demand for it, you should definitely charge people. Um, and it also depends on where you're trying to shoot. And this is just my case. I can't speak for everyone.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it depends on your network. It's what I mean. Who do you know? How how often can you drive business? But I would say it depends on your work. If the demand is there, if people are asking you to shoot, if they are contacting you to shoot, then yeah, you should definitely be charging
Mm,
at least a
okay,
lot.
so not vice versa. Like you contact them, hey, I'll charge this if you're down to shoot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at that either. You know what I'm saying? If you want, yeah, I'm not mad at that. If you want to sell your services to someone, that's not a bad idea either. But if people are contacting you because they like your style and what you're doing, then you should definitely be charging them, unless it's something, uh, mutually beneficial.
What do you think about models charging?
I'm not. I'm not mad at that. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. Again, it depends on the model. I don't think every model should be charging for their work,
Mm,
but
okay.
there are some models out there that really know how to model or have a unique look that you can't just go get from any other model. So I think again, the same thing applies. I think it depends on the model. I think it depends on the demand for the model. What do you think about it?
Well, I don't shoot models,
Yeah.
to be honest. And second of all, I don't know how to pose a model.
Okay.
uh, but I do agree. When Houston has like those photo meetups,
Yeah.
there are some like quote unquote models, who can actually, you know, pose. Like they're actually really good at posing.
Yeah. For sure.
And so to me, that becomes like a little bit more easier for me to photograph because
Hmm.
I'm like, oh, you know what you want, and I can just take the photo, which with the angles, my own style. But like, I've had clients before where, hey, just tell me how to post, and I'm like,
Yeah.
like I just freeze, and I'm like, and I think that's why I don't charge
Yeah.
or I don't take bookings because I just don't want to be in that,
That situation.
yeah, that situation.
Yeah, that's awkward, man. It's definitely easier when you're working with someone who knows how to pose for sure.
I actually was looking at your Tumblr, I believe.
I don't think I have
Uh,
a Tumblr, bro.
no, well, is it Tumblr or no? Pinterest. I'm sorry, Pinterest.
Okay, do I have like inspo and stuff on Pinterest?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was looking at your inspo.
Okay, I didn't even know
Um,
people could see that. That's wild. I need to change that.
you learned a lot about
Yeah,
yourself
right,
today, bro.
right.
Yeah, I was looking at your Pinterest. Like how you're like poses for men,
Yeah.
poses for females. Is that how you learn how to post or like post clients?
It's just inspo. You don't have a folder or anything where you see other people's work and you save it for inspo.
Just for bandos, bro.
Okay. Yeah, well, yeah, it's the same, man. It's just sometimes you see like a really dope pose or a unique pose or something like that, and I'm like, damn, this is dope. I never want to copy anybody's stuff,
Of
but
course, yeah.
just for like a frame of reference, to get like a different look, or when you're working with someone who doesn't know how to pose at all, it's kind of cool to just show them you something that may look cool real quick.
Oh wow, that actually helps a lot too, because you show them an image, they get like a visual presentation,
Right.
and then they're like, okay, cool, now I know what you're trying to tell
Yeah,
me,
yeah,
and then
exactly, for sure. And then it definitely helps when pre-shoot you can send somebody
oh, what's pre-shoot?
like before you shoot, you know what I mean? So if we're shooting on Wednesday, I can send somebody a folder of poses
Oh wow.
or looks, you know what I mean, on Monday and say, hey, this is kind of what I'm going for.
Yo, I actually never really thought about that. I'm actually gonna use that for like my own personal business.
Yeah, man, it makes it a lot smoother because I don't have to. When people say, well, what's the look? What's the concept? Or you can just send them some stuff that they can kind of study.
the Houston community understand creatives, and I really want to help other people who don't know about
Why
creatives
just why
understand.
just why just the Houston community?
I want to keep putting Houston on the map.
Okay, I noticed that a lot.
And
I noticed that a lot about Houston. People like to like people are very like local here for some reason. So I'm always curious why people think so. Like I don't know. I feel like it's kind of small scale when people think so locally like that. So I'm just interested in that thought process.
no, 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 you're right. No, it's because what I'm trying to do, and let me know what you think about this, is that I believe that I'm known in outside of Texas.
For sure.
I've traveled and people know me and stuff.
Yeah,
So I have a lot of eyes on me as a sense of outside of Texas.
yeah,
So to them, when they think about Houston, I'm like, oh, it's Infy.
mhm,
Like Bandos, Infy, and then other cats as well. So I guess I want to keep putting Houston on the map in the sense of like showing that we have dope photographers here.
yeah,
And so like I want to keep featuring all these dope artists. Doesn't have to be a photographer. It could be a tattoo artist. It could be a sculpture. Like I just want to keep putting people on the map so that outside people out of Texas could, like, if they ever need somebody or help, or like, oh, I don't know anybody from Texas, they can just, oh, I know about this podcast where they feature all these photographers or artists, and they would just find, whoever they want to find, and probably get some business out of it.
yeah. That's dope. I'm not mad at that. There's definitely a lot of there's definitely a lot of talent here from different creative fields that I think Houston is pretty underrated. I think there's a lot of people putting out good work out here.
I mean, because at least when I was growing up, or at least when I jumped into the game, everybody always talked about New York. I need to move to New York so I can blow up, or I
Yeah,
need to move to Cali so I can blow up. And I'm like, I think it'll be harder to blow up in New York or Cali because there's tons of people out there.
you think so?
Uh, I personally think so. Um, I think you have it easier here, at least in Houston, to blow up. And I have this quote that I run with. It's like, if you can't take your own city, what makes you think you can take the world? And like I've been running with that a lot because I'm like, well, that to me that spoke a lot. I'm like, that's so true. Like, I want to be recognized in the sense of like I want to help the community out. I want to pour out into anybody who needs help, and I know that's gonna spread.
Yeah.
Like I know that.
So when you say take your own city, what do you mean? So you just mean like building up your city?
Like keep putting Houston on the map. So like recently, I got sponsored by Google Pixel. So I put Houston on the map.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And I'm about to drop a news tonight. I got sponsored by MPV. It's one of the biggest online platforms where you can buy, sell, and trade cameras.
That's
and
congrats, bro.
they picked like two people from Cali, two people from New York, and one person from Texas.
Okay.
So I'm like, I felt honored and also felt really like intimidated. I'm like, damn, bro, I'm partnering up with like really good photographers,
Yeah.
and but the fact that I just felt really honored and I feel really happy, like, because I asked them like, how did you find me? Like, well, they're like, well, we're just looking through things, and you popped up like from Houston, and we're like, and they were really curious about Houston. So like, we never really thought about anything about Houston. So when we found you, we found all these people. So I was like, yo, that is awesome.
Yeah.
So to me, I think that's when I mean by taking, your own city and bringing it to the other people, like just putting it on the map. And what do you think about that?
I mean, yeah, I feel you. I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not mad at bringing or shining a flashlight on people who around you who otherwise wouldn't have it. I mean, that's dope. If these companies are finding other photographers in the city because of you, that's super dope.
Well, it's not because of me either, but I just want to be able to like pour out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's other photographers out there also, making noise that I probably haven't come across yet.
Right.
But yeah, man, like I don't want it to sound like either selfish either. It's just like I just really have a heart for like putting Houston on the map and putting people, on the map as well.
Yeah, no,
And
I'm not mad at that. I notice when I'm talking to people, they really put a lot of focus on Houston. It's like, or people have told I don't know who's the best photographer in Houston. Or people have told me, "Oh man, I think you're the best photographer in Houston," and I'm just like, I don't. That's such a weird phrase to me, you know?
yeah, no, you're right.
Because
Yeah.
I'm like, so as soon as you drive out of Houston, is there like, you know what I mean? It's just like I don't. It's just like a very local like way of thinking here.
I feel that. No, I feel that. Wouldn't you just say that also in California, like, I want to take California, I want to put California on the map? Or you don't think they think that way
I
because
mean,
they
they
already
might,
know that
you know what I mean.
California is on the
I
map?
personally, they may. I don't. I'm sure they do because I think people for whatever reason just think about their neighborhood and where they're at. I personally don't think about it like that. I don't feel like, oh, I want to be the best in Houston. I just want to be the best. Period. You know what I mean? I don't.
Mm.
I don't want to. I don't know. It's weird to me, but yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure that's not a Houston thing. I'm pretty sure that it's like that everywhere.
No, yeah. I guess, yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Yeah, because there's not a lot of people. Well, at least the way I see it, there's not a lot of people making it out from Houston to worldwide.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah,
As
that's probably true.
as a creative,
Yeah.
it either could be like because we're in a bubble and we don't want to expand.
Do you feel like if somebody saw your work and was looking at your stuff, they would know you're from Houston?
Yes.
Okay, is that just because you post a lot of stuff from Houston? Because I feel like you post a lot of stuff from everywhere.
I do. I do post a lot of stuff from everywhere, but I know that when they think about Infy, oh, he's from Houston.
Okay,
Like, and I think that's what I'm trying to like bring. I guess that's my, So when I think about other photographers, oh, he's from Cali,
yeah,
or he's from New York, or he's from Chicago, and I guess I want to be like, oh, he's from Houston.
okay,
And then people will be like, because dude, I kid you not, I've had like all the friends that I've hanged out with outside of Texas, they've never been to Texas.
yeah,
Never been to Texas.
yeah,
So when I invited them over, yo, come to Houston, man. I'll show you around. They're like, what's there?
yeah,
But like, so one of my Cali friends is like, do y'all ride horses? I'm like, no, fam. Like,
yeah.
like it's not desert or anything. Like, it's pretty lit. It's pretty cool over here. So when they come here, like, wow, bro. First, one thing they say, it's cheap.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Everybody says that.
that's one thing they really do say. It's
Yeah,
cheap. And then I take them to Whataburger, and they get mind blown by that, bro.
yeah,
And then I take them to Shipley's, bro, here on Main.
yeah,
That it's open 24/7, and they get mind blown by that.
yeah. I'm
And they're
I'm
like,
the in and out guy, man. Yeah,
what?
man. No, I love Whataburger too, but we don't have to get into that. But yeah.
Nah, bro. You brought it up, fam. You brought it. I asked Jabo on the last podcast, what do you prefer, In-N-Out or Whataburger? Homie said Whataburger. Is that even a question? I was like,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to get into the whole details of In-N-Out Whataburger. I like them both. I'll say that. I don't know if I'm just used to Whataburger. That's probably what it is. You know,
but the burgers are so small, fam.
where
In-N-Out.
yeah, I like that type of burger, man. Like that, like smash burger. You know what I mean? I don't need the big juicy burger.
That's mind blowing.
Yeah.
Crazy. I have a couple questions. Just want to ask you. It's more like a fun question. Sandals with socks, like slides with socks, or no socks?
I'm gonna say with socks. If you're leaving the house, which I rarely do is with slides, I'm gonna say
Is there a
socks.
reason why, as us guys, wear socks with slides? I've never like. I just wear them, and someone asked me, like, I don't know. I just like them like that.
Yeah, I think it's a cool look. Like I said, I think it depends on the slides, but I think it's a cool look.
For that. And the last question is, what does influence mean to you?
Oof, that's a tough one. What does influence mean to me? I guess it's giving when someone has the ability to change your perspective or change what you like or what you're interested into. Yeah,
Okay.
if
Okay.
there's like something that I never would have thought about doing, but someone else does it and it looks cool, then and now I'm considering doing it or trying it or whatever, then maybe they had a little bit of influence on me. What is that's your name, bro? So I have to ask, what does it mean to you?
No, well, I mean, it's just a question, and I think I'm gonna
Okay,
start asking this question in every podcast. I just want to get to
okay,
people's
yeah,
like perspective. You know what I'm saying? It's I don't think there's a right or wrong answer, if that makes any sense.
no, I agree. But I am curious what it means to you though, since it is your name.
I want to inspire people to do their best and just be better humans in a sense. But by me doing that, I have to change. Me myself. I have to become like a
What do you think you
I
have
think
to
I just have
change?
to become like every day I'm changing to a better human being. That's what I feel like. I'm learning about myself, learning things that I don't like about myself, so I try to change it and feel happy about myself.
Yeah, I feel you.
And so I
I
was such an introvert person. To me, this is uncomfortable talking. So it's like something I want to
Okay.
get out and learn and be a. And I think I'm gonna use this to learn how to communicate with people because I think I suck at communicating sometimes. This is I guess my school in a sense. So once I'm learning,
Yeah. So you're just trying to put yourself in uncomfortable situations
yes,
to
yes.
grow.
So it's just like influence,
Okay. I
like,
feel that.
hey, I've been through it. You can do it. Or if you're like stuck in that, hey, bro, I can relate
Yeah.
to you. I've been through that. I can help you. It's just like, I don't know. I really have a heart for people. So,
I see that, man. You're a man for the people.
yeah.
I'm learning that today.
It's like, I don't know. I just have a heart for
Yeah,
people.
yeah. That's
And
dope.
I didn't realize that until I got older.
Hey, that's a good quality to have, man. That'll take you far for sure.
Man, so I appreciate it, Brandon, for jumping on this podcast. I think we had an amazing
Yeah, man.
conversation. Actually, I really did enjoy it.
I appreciate the invite, man. I hope the podcast takes off.
Thank you,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
Thank you. I can find him at
Bazillions with the S. Yeah.
Bzillions. Did I say it right?
Hey, either way, they'll find it.